are you all? I hope you all are safe and healthy and fit and fine at your home. So today in this video you're gonna learn about computer fundamentals as this is your first chapter. So let's have some quick recap about computer. Computer word basically generated from Latin language. That means compute means to count or to calculate. Computer. What is computer? Computer is an electronic device. Computer is became an integral part of our daily routine life. There is hardly any field around the world which is untouched from computer. Whether it is education, hospital, hospitality, airports, in any field. So in this lesson we will learn about computer fundamentals. So before moving further, let's have a quick recap what you have studied in your previous class. It's like a previous knowledge which is necessary to understand your further chapters, further new topic in this class. So previous knowledge about this chapter is what is computer system. What is computer system? Computer system is a electronic data processing machine where users provide instruction or data, and after that the system processing device process it to give an output, right? So this is all a computer system. Next is how does computer system work? We all know about it. How does computer system work? Computer system work on the basis of IPO, that is input, process and output, right? Next is two component of computer system. Two components of computer system are, first is a hardware device and second is software device. Hardware device are those device which we can touch and software device are those device which we cannot touch. Point, that is components role in data processing to solve users instruction or problem. So what are the importance of component? What are the importance of hardware and software devices, hardware and software to solve users problem? What are their role? Okay, computer available nowadays can process billions of instruction in a per second, as well as computer can store a huge amount of data in it. As you remember all, there are 5 characteristics of computer. What are they? First is speed. Computer can work, computer can perform any task very high speed. Second is accuracy. That means computer will provide you an accurate answer, means 100% correct answer. Third is diligence. Computer will never get tired. Computer will never get bored. And fourth is versatility. Versatility means computer can perform so many different tasks at once. And the last one is storage. Storage means computer can store millions of data. Okay, there is no limit. Computer can store any data. So these are the characteristics of computer. Basically, because of these characteristics, computer is so popular nowadays. Now, let's upgrade the definition which we have learned in our last class. In our last class, we have learned computer is an electronic machine. It helps us to complete our work in easy way. Now, in this class, you're gonna learn something important and upgraded version of computer definition. That is, computer is an electronic data processing machine which accepts data in its raw form along with the instruction, process it electronically and give the useful information. So computer is an electronic data processing machine. Okay, computer is an electronic data processing machine. Whatever the instruction you are giving, that is not physically, it is electronical. Okay, it is an electronical processing machine which accept data in its raw form. Now what is raw form? Raw form means the instruction you are giving in a arranged manner, not arranged manner. Okay, like you are giving instruction 5, 6 plus. We know that we have to do the sum of 5 plus 6. But computer has to arrange this equation like 5 plus 6. Okay. So that is raw form where the instruction given by user is not in a proper way so that computer can understand. Which accept data in its raw form along with the instruction, process it electronically. Along with the instruction, as just now I have given example 5 plus 3. So the computer has to do the sum of two digits, that is 5 and 3. So plus that sum sign is a instruction. Alright. And gives the useful information. Now after giving instruction by the user, that is 5 plus 3, computer will process it and will give the answer 8. Correct? So that is a processed data. So the definition of computer is now what? You can see here, computer is an electronic data processing machine which accepts data in its raw form along with the instruction, process it electronically and gives useful information, right? Now you might have noticed I'm using two words, that is data and information. So what is the difference between data and information? In our day-to-day life, we use these two words, basically data in a computer subject or in computer subject and information in our day-to-day life. So let's see what is the difference between both the words. Data means the raw information given as per the instruction given to it. Okay, the raw information given to computer as per the user's instruction. Now information means the data is processed by the computer. The data is processed by the computer as per the instruction to give us a required output. Means okay, let's see the first example. With the help of example, maybe this difference between data and instruction, 100 plus 50, right? So this is a data. It is not processed. Here we are going to do the sum of 100 plus 50. So this is data. And after processing it, after solving it, we will get the answer 150. Now this 150 will called information, right? Now you can see here data contains the raw information. Data is also called raw information where answer is not find out, answer is not processed. And after processed, the output is called 150, that here you are getting it. This is processed data and this is called information. Okay. Computer process the raw information as per the instruction given to it. It's called data. And computer, the data is processed by the computer as per the instruction to give the required output. Is called output or information. So now let's move further and learn about two components of computer, that is hardware and software. Computer has a two main component, that is hardware and software. Now hardware are the physical part of computer. Hardware are those part of computer which we can touch and see, can touch, see, feel are called physical device also, and these devices called hardware device, right? All the physical component, all the physical part of computer system which we can touch are called hardware. Now examples are keyboard, mouse, monitor, CPU, printer. So these are the part of computer which attach it and use it in a computer system. Now about software. Software are the set of instruction. Software are the set of instruction. Now examples of software are MS-DOS, Windows, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, MS Paint, MS Word. So these are the two main component of computer system. Without it, computer system will not able to perform any kind of task, whether it is calculation or playing music or making a drawing or even doing a video chat. So these two components are the most important part of a computer system. Where are the physical component? Now we can see we are going to learn about hardware. First, hardware. Hardware are the physical component of a computer system. And these are the part of computer system which can be touched and feel by a users. Now hardware is divided into four categories. First is input device, next is output device, processing device and storage device. So now in this video we will learn, in the next upcoming minutes we will learn about all these topics. The first part of hardware is input device. Input device, hardware device which are connected with the computer to give data and instruction as the input to the computer system. So input device are those devices which are connected in a computer system to provide data and instruction to computer, right? So input, if we are talking about input, that means we are giving some instruction, some data to a computer system to do process. And if we are talking about input devices are the devices, okay, which we can touch and feel, are the devices which are attached to the computer system to provide instruction and data to computer, and after that it will process to give us information, right? So now let's see examples of input devices are keyboard, mouse, joystick and microphone. Now keyboard, you all know about keyboard. Keyboard is a input device. With the help of keyboard we give any instruction, any data with the help of typing, right? And the next is mouse. Mouse is a pointing device which help us to select and to give any instruction to computer. Next is a joystick. Joystick is also a kind of mouse, and microphone you can see here, which is attached in my ID card, and this help us to input any instruction. Like I am speaking from here, directly this microphone is attached in my mobile phone or camera where my voice is recording, so that my voice and my video will combine together to form a proper video class, right? So with this help, with the input device, you can give any instruction to the computer. Instruction may be any text, any audio, any video, it can be. Instruction, whatever the data you are giving, it can be in any form. You can give any audio form, you can give any instruction in a video or in typing form as well. So output device, hardware device that are connected in a computer system to provide an information or a result to the user. Now these are the devices which are connected in a computer system to provide output, okay, to provide information. Now examples of these output devices are monitor, printer, speaker and plotter. Now why monitor and these examples are output device? Because these devices help us to give result, to provide a output. Again, let me tell you one more thing, the difference is output device and output. Output is just a data or instruction or a result given by processed data, and output device are those devices which help us to get the output result, okay, to get the result from computer system. Next is processing device. Processing device, data in a computer system is processed as per the user instruction to provide an output. Now, processing device, there is only one processing device, that is CPU. And CPU is a processing machine which help us to complete the task, okay, to complete and solve our problems. Now, CPU is mainly categorized into three devices, three portions. See here, first is ALU, CU and MU. ALU stands for Arithmetic and Logic Unit, okay, where you computer, if you are providing any problem to computer, if it belongs to mathematical or logical problem, then your problems will solve in this portion of your CPU, right? That is Arithmetic and Logic Unit. Next is CU. CU stands for Control Unit. This unit of CPU controls the flow of your data, where your data is flowing, where your output is, where system has to reflect the output, where input has to process the data. All these information will be flow with the help of control unit. Next is MU. MU stands for memory unit. If you are giving some instruction to computer system, first it will go through CU. CU will decide where this problem has to go. Okay. After receiving to CU, CU will forward that problem or instruction to MU so that it can save the instruction which users have provided to computer system. After coming to MU will again decide, again CU will decide where this problem has to solve. If it belongs to mathematical and logical, then of course it will solve at the ALU portion. So this is the important part of CPU, where all the things are disciplinedly categorized to complete your problem, to complete or solve your problems, right? Hardware device is storage device. Storage device, these hardware devices are used to store information inside your computer system for saving it for a long time period or for saving it permanently. So these are the devices which help a computer system to store data for a longer period. These are the devices which can help computer system or which can help some more storage data to store for a longer period. Now examples of storage device are CD, DVD, that is compact disc and digital versatile disc, and pen drive and hard disk. So these are the storage device, right, which help us on a computer system for storing data for a longer period. Now the next component of computer is software. Software is a set of instructions which help us to complete our task, right? As much as hardware are important part of computer system, software is also important, because without hardware you won't able to complete any task, whereas software is also important. It also help to complete a task. And if you are having hardware without a software, then it is of none of use. If you are having a software without hardware, it is also none of use. So both the component of hardware are equally important to complete any task. Now let's see it into two parts, that is application software and system software. Application software are those software which help us to complete any specific kind of task. Now what is specific kind of task? Those tasks which is specially completed for one purpose. Like in MS Paint you can do a painting. In MS Word you can do a typing. In MS Excel you can do calculation, and MS PowerPoint you can do a presentation. Whereas the second type of application, second type of software is system software. System software is the most important part of a computer system. Why? Because system software is the most important. It helps system to start. Okay, so it is kind of soul for a computer system. If it will be not there, then computer system will none of use. Like examples of system software is MS-DOS, Windows. Now you can see both the difference between software. If there will be a system software, then of course there will be application software. If there will be no system software, then it will be not having a application software, right? So I hope you these topics is clear to you, and if you will have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. So that's all for today. Thank you.